The Accra Metropolitan Assembly has over the years been organizing a series of cleanup exercise and desilting works, especially here at the Agbogbleji Market, to ensure the free flow of water, especially during the rainy season. Tomorrow, the Assembly will be embarking on a similar exercise, and we are here to have a discussion with traders, what their thoughts are, why the problem keeps on persisting, and what they can also do to support the Assembly to ensure that together we have a clean city, together we have these drains free of plastics to ensure the free flow of water to prevent flooding anytime it rains. So follow me and let's have a discussion with the traders.
Yeah, how they say. And can I me started trying to me to adien. No more the ball containers sisi sro hamaye mienu na ye pra na sisa na de akwa kogu ball container nim. Na dia mbe hu yen se ball container no ye sisa nwura na agumu a na ye ma omo mefa nko kra nti ye de papa bi ba ha na ohwe ha so onu na be ma yi ball container ni nyina free ha de ko ye enti fisi so no ball container bi ani ha sa di kotre ho. Enti mama ne pra no mu di gugata nim obi didi enwura free fia no so di aba begu ha enti ko mbe bra bola container ni bia sisi ha ba bia se na be obi apra no pa na e di akokogum eno so be bua ma fi na wo gota nim no akọ because first no na gota we ensuo kura nim enwura nim hwi nim eso esa bola container na eni ha ni nti no ana ma bola na adokru ye ha nyina ya sisa bola ye nya ba bi mfa nwu nti ya ha kase pa no ese mi kura mi ti amani abre pa okon be fa so be gota yi mu no eno ya me haw na niema susu asisi ebo ne niema asisi ti se mo be boa yen ama bola container aba ha na ya timi apra de agum no ma be fa no ntem de akwa nka no so be boa ama ha efi no akọ o yesu ya be pra aboa aprapra de egu so pra ne e pra wi a enfa ne asisa nwura na gu enfa ne de to eno na ha yen no ti enya bola container ni bi sisi ha ne e pra ye de be kwa kogum no ma be fa no wano nya se be si wa 1 week 2 weeks na bola na sika kwan ni nyina eno na ma fi no egu so ha omu yi a enko no omu yi no mo sisa ni nyina de ankasem bi eni wa enka ha be di ni fine fefe kama
no ni ba ha ni gata se mi akpa chop moji have a pavement so to be no fe che wo yi because call your be fe be call ni ke ni ne rubber ke ni bi ke wo ke call your try ke fe yi wo ka ba fe pavement ha wo fe na ba nya wo no ke bini aba je gota ba nya wo le no ka gbe na ka ke ha no pe no ba wa wo fi de pile hu wo ja no ye lo wo fitai because they offer rubber me in particular me ko le ife na kan simoko ba fe na kan me can by every day me so say mbo fe ni hala rubber se fe ni fumo ka bola ba ken hale ma fe dan ma gbeke ke ma ya ma fe baby ken ba hu because ke bo you as no fe fale ni eni wo always as any environment have a neat wo e ko me ma keep be neat mo ko nya keep le neat running ke afi pavement ke ha no onyo na gbe no ko rubber lo fe no ko ke ko yo ke wo mi
Accra Metropolitan Assembly, just as we said yesterday, we were here to have some interaction with the traders here with respect to this cleanup and desilting exercise. As you can see, the AMA is here today, Saturday, 27th of April, 2024. We are here to desilt the drains here at the Agbogburushi market and ensure that the water that comes, especially during this rainy season, will be able to flow to prevent flooding, especially within this particular market. We'll move in once again to have some discussions with the traders with respect to their impression so far with the work being done. And then from there, we'll pick their thoughts on what they can also do to ensure that the drains within these markets are kept clean. So follow us and we'll bring you some exciting insights. Wakewanyeyo kohun bakpe lehun ebi ene ehon kontomle e ba ke wono kofi o nutumo na atu te ba wanye hate oba ne tajo bote
acho Mr. Abraham
oba ne nutumo na atu te ba wanye hate ebi ene
e ba wa shi gota ko yo ke ni ne ba wo gota mi ni I hate take it I hate lances ko bi ame ga jo gota mi shi ame fe nu ko tumo 1 year ne ame je ko gota mi da gba wona wa be ni das bi hu wo be das bi e bi ene e wo ke de das bi ba momo e ko fe bola ko ka wo mi ke ani tu ejole ba ke mu je hu e sefo wo ye npanye fa wa wona ke ne bo mode wo je every man ti e fe ke ne je e sko e ba naka ko yo ni fi naka wo nyo wo fa fe ju e ko wo bota mi onyo fe naka dabi je wo ko yo cha ene robe son yo bota mi e wo won panye fai Kevin Martini ne ba je mi awo alo ni kada ba ma eko ko fe ko wo mi e wo mu jitu mo bani e wo mu jine
sina adio mi e te ba wanye
e ba wo sumo e ba wanye si beni me ko me hu ka me hu amenya me ko wo mi e ko wote shia gbeke mi wote shia wo be bi ene.
So I have with me here Head of Waste Management at Accra Metropolitan Assembly, and he is here to tell us why the AMA is embarking on this exercise today at the Agbogburushi market. Good afternoon, Mr. Noy.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Engineer Noy, why is the AMA embarking on this exercise once again here?
Yes, so you realize that it's a routine exercise we've been doing over the past years. And we do this mainly as part of our mandate as a city authority to ensure that the road infrastructure is up to standard. The issue is, if we don't desilt to allow the free flow of the water, it causes two major problems. One is health, and then one is the road infrastructure. The health aspect is that it breeds rodents, vermins, and all sorts of disease-causing organisms right inside the drain. You could see that as they are desilting, rats of various sizes, cockroaches, even it breeds mosquitoes to the detriment of the health of the people. The second issue is, once we don't desilt and the water accumulates in the drain, it causes seepage beneath the quota, the asphalt. So with time you see that the asphalt will be bulging and then causing a lot of wear and tear. So these are the two main reasons why we need to make sure that we desilt the drains. And most often than not, our main problem is the non-cooperation of the traders. Anytime we desilt, they will give way for us to desilt. Just after we are done, they come back, put pallets on the drainage, and then start selling right on the drain. Once they do that, you see people cutting yam, people selling all sorts of items, and then the debris enter the drain to cause too much rapid blockage of the drain. Other than that, it would have taken us maybe every year, like half a year, we will do one, Then getting to the end of the year, we do one. But because of their non-cooperation and then their poor attitudinal behavior, we have compelled as a city to come and do this major desilting once every quarter, meaning 4 times within the year. That's how bad.
So, what can be done as a city to prevent this solid waste from getting into these drains once and for all? At least if it is silt, we know it's silt. But we can see a lot of these drains. And it will interest you to note that we saw some scavengers, even at this stage, they came to pick the bottles. That means that at least there is some form of recycling going on. What can be done as a city?
Yes, so straight up, the issue of source separation of waste that we rolled out will do the trick. And by so doing, you see that once we engage in source separation of waste, you do not need to throw the waste into such condition before picking it up and then spending water resources to wash them before selling. That's one. Number 2, we need to retrofit or re-engineer the market infrastructure here in order to compel the traders not to be sitting on the pavement. You see that the dwarf wall that we did is not helping. So going forward, we just have to re-strategize with our works department, and I know currently the contract has been awarded, so that we extend the wall and then we enforce the law to make sure that all the traders go behind the wall right inside the market. Once we do that, it will curtail the rate at which the siltation happens, and then we will have free flow of the water into the main drain.
If you listen to a couple of the traders, their challenge is that they don't have any bin or any container to dump their waste in. Is the assembly putting in measures to get them something where they can all dump their waste?
Yeah, it's not true that they don't have anything to dump their waste. If you go right inside the market, we have a place where we have placed communal containers right inside the market. And that is where they are supposed to carry their waste and send it to. The issue is the space available there is too small. It cannot contain more than 2 bins at a time. But with time, it will only mean that we have to increase our frequency of lifting. What they fail to do is to gather their waste and carry it right there because they complain of the distance. But that is neither here nor there. With time, if the market redevelopment takes place, definitely we will be having bunkers where we will put these waste containers underground. And then with a certain mechanism, it will shoot up and then we pick it. Once we do that, we will have enough space. If once the geotechnical, in terms of the groundwater table, allows how deep we can go, it is done. If you go to Rabat and other African cities, we have such things. But once we are constrained with space, we have to explore beneath and then we place these containers there. We just have to bring a device, a battery or something, and then the pulley will spool the waste out, and then, but that will be incorporated into the redesigning of the markets.
So my last question is, last but one, how much is this exercise costing the AMA?
A lot. Such an exercise as you see, because the AMA is bereft of the equipment and then the logistics, we go and hire, and we hire at the market rate. For instance, such a machine working is charging us for 8-hour shift work 3,500. Before you look at fuel and others that will come, and the machine is not working alone. You see, we have a whole lot of laborers working with it because definitely they will also have to patch up the debris. When we are done, we have to bring in tipper trucks, about 6 tipper trucks, to make sure that we convey these debris as fast as possible in order for the market to remain and then the road to be free of traffic. So these are the issues. And by the time we are done, Agbogloshi alone is running into hundreds of thousands. And that is how much it costs the assembly. And so you agree with me that if we are able to improve upon the behavioral change and then we insisting on our bylaws to make sure that they stop plying their trade on the drains, it will relieve us a bit so that we undertake this exercise twice a year instead of 4 times a year.
Any last advice to traders, to people who come here to buy?
Yes, my appeal is to the citizens. For me, if I come to buy anything and I see you displaying your ware right in the filth, on the bare ground, I won't buy. And so they are emboldened to stay here because they enjoy the patronage of the populace. So if we all advise ourselves and we refuse to buy from them, but we enter the market, those who have placed their wares on tables and you can see that it's neatly done, definitely they will be compelled to do the right thing. Why I'm saying so is, at times we will come in with the law, but you know the issue with law enforcement in our local authorities. Depending on who has the say, you do the enforcement, definitely they will go around to undermine you and all sorts of things. So I think we should rather have the positive attitudinal behavior of the populace so that they don't patronize the wares that are displayed on bare ground on the roadside. That doesn't mean we should also relent in our efforts to enforce the laws to make sure that we clear them to enter the market.
So how long is this exercise going to take?
This will take us roughly about a week and a half, because you see that it is in 2 sections. We will not do the 2 at a time just because we did not want to obstruct traffic. So this side will take us roughly about 3.5 days. The same will apply to this side, and then we'll be done in about 1.5 weeks.
Thank you very much.
For me.